happy to see babes. And to be here. I know we're starting like a little bit late. I know we usually do this at 7. And it is like 7:09 right now, but um let me here. I'm just gonna move that. Oh, you guys see my desk. It's literally so cute. I redid my desk today. And follow me on TikTok if you want to see what like the setup and everything. Head over to TikTok. Welcome to Fancy Girl Cocktail Hour. Happy Monday. I'm so excited about our topic today. It's literally, I did not even post what the topic was today because I just wasn't sure like what topic I really wanted to cover. I've been kind of like in a weird space. Um no, I want to say weird. That's not a good word, but just in a transition space. If you've been coming to the Fancy Girl Cocktail Hours every Monday, we've been talking a lot about like transitioning and like moving forward and like what's next. And like it's we're always talking about elevation. We're always talking about elevating ourselves and like improving our lives and creating the dream life that we desire. But it's just different when you are talking about things more so in theory or in planning than it is when you are actually doing the things. And when you like what it looks like after you have left something, or that could be a relationship, that could be a job, that could be a mindset, it could be friendship. So it just is a different place to be in. And I am just navigating that, which I will talk more about, when it is an appropriate time, or just, I'm the type of person, if you all don't know, I'm a private woman. Like, you're never gonna know everything that's going on in my life on the internet. And if you do know what's going on in my life, the things that I'm talking about are probably things that have happened like some time ago, just because I just think that it is important to maintain a certain level of privacy. um yeah, that's just the most comfortable way that I like to live. So but there are some things that I have been doing, some recent changes that are like actually pretty incredible, slightly scary but also really great, which we will talk about more later. So let's see. If this is your first time, Fancy Girl Cocktail Hour, every Monday we come together. I do it live at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we have a topic, we have a little cocktail, mocktail, little drink. This is actually a oh, what is it? It is a like a little powder that I mixed in some water for hydration. I'm actually a little bit like congested. Um, and so I'm just really been trying to hydrate, which you probably kind of notice in my voice. I'm a little bit nasally. But that's what we are drinking today, which is so good. And our topic today is going to be a spring refresh, how to elevate your next season. Oh, excuse me, my voice is like cracking. But spring is about to start, babes. Like spring is literally right around the corner, like next week. And so, oh, there's someone at the door. Who is it? Oh, hold on one second. Hey, I have to go enter, open the door for my sister. Hey, babe. Oh, you look so beautiful. Yeah, I am washed. No, it's okay. Oh, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. Here's the car keys. Where do you said you're going to Walmart?
Yes.
Okay. What do you, well, never mind. Anyways, I'll see you in a second, babe. Hey, sorry, my sister just came in, and I need to open the door for her. But anywho, we are talking about a spring refresh, and just how to elevate our next season, because whatever we can start now is, good to start. And then that way we can kind of get like, you don't want to like halfway through spring and be like, oh my God, I have not literally done anything for this new season. So I just want to talk about some tips that I think are super helpful to elevate yourself or reinvent yourself to really get like, listen, the winter time, at least for me, the winter time is very much like I am in like hibernation, basically. So like I don't really go out very much. You will not see me out. If you follow me on Instagram, I post a lot of like date night spots, best places to go, like cute, fancy, places that you're gonna enjoy yourself. In the wintertime, it's not really a lot of that because I'm usually like at home. I'm more like secluded and just really working on myself. So I've been really diving deep this winter, and like honestly probably the most like inward focused and self-focused I've been, and it has created just the absolute best outcomes. And now that we're transitioning into this new season, I really want to talk about some things that will really help you to just feel more refreshed. Like, you want to think of spring. What happens in the spring? The flowers bloom, the weather starts to warm up. We want to be outside more, we want to feel good. And so, these are some things that are going to help. So let's start with number one. So number one is going to be to declutter. Hello, I see you babes popping in here. Welcome to Fancy Girl Cocktail Hour. Brino says eat. Period. Thanks so much, babe. So again, our topic is going to be um what is it like, how to reinvent yourself for spring, or like a spring refresh basically. So the very first thing is going to be to declutter. So when I say declutter, I know people always talk about spring cleaning, but usually people are talking about spring cleaning with their homes, which that for sure as well. You want to declutter your environment. You want to get rid of things that no longer suit you. Like, I know for me, if you have seen my channel, you've followed my story for the last few months, I was discussing how I lost 50 pounds in the last 4 months, or I guess now I'm on month 5. But I lost 50 pounds, and so some of my clothes don't fit. Now, some of my clothes are really nice, and I'm just gonna get them tailored because I'm not parting ways with all of my clothes. You know what I mean? But some stuff is not just that it doesn't fit, but it just doesn't fit this phase of life I'm in. It doesn't fit who I am anymore. So I'm gonna be getting rid, or just stuff that's like I've been there, done that, like I've worn it. And I'm not the type of person that just wears her clothes one time. Like, one thing about me, I'm gonna wear my clothes. Like, I know that like social media likes to tell you that you can't wear stuff more than one time, but babe, I'm not a rapper and I'm not a celebrity. I'm a real person, and honestly, when I buy clothes, I like them. So I want to wear them and they fit my body nicely and I feel good in them. So I'm going to wear my clothes as many times as I desire. But with that being said, sometimes some things are just like, okay, I've worn this so many times and it just doesn't give me that feeling of like excitement and joy that I really desire when I'm like getting dressed. And so I'm going to get rid of some of those things. Now, some of these things I will be giving away. Like, I like to donate my clothes because that's something that like really is important to me, is like generosity. So I like to exercise opportunity to be generous. Some stuff I might sell. Like, I have clothes that are like new clothes that I've never worn. I might sell some of that stuff. Kind of just depends, which I might post on like Instagram, or I'm thinking about making like, what are those, like a Poshmark account. Mm. To just sell some clothes that I like just don't no longer need. My style has changed a bit. And so I might just be getting rid of things that are just kind of like no longer suited for um the phase of life I'm in. And so I would highly recommend decluttering. Declutter your closet, declutter your car. Ladies, if you have a bunch of water bottles in your car, because this is a habit that I have, like, I drink water, like, I like to stay hydrated. So if you have a bunch of water in your cars, or just, just stuff, because it's kind of harder to clean your car in the wintertime because it's so cold. So maybe you're not emptying out everything as much as you would in the warmer months. Declutter your car. Get rid of anything that's not supposed to be there. Take your car to get detailed, and just refreshed, and so that it can be nice and like, um it can just be like a fresh start and a new start. I would say the same with your home. Get rid of clothes that don't fit, things that have holes, things that you just no longer feel good in. If you have something that you've had for more than 2 seasons that doesn't fit, and you know that you're like not gonna get back down to that size, like, there's people that are like, that save clothes from 5 years ago. I'm like, oh yeah, when I get back down to my high school size, I'm gonna wear this. And it's like, child, no, you're not. You're not gonna wear it. You should let it go. So declutter, because that is going to give you that just refreshed energy. You're gonna feel like new basically just by getting rid of things that are taking up space, that no longer serve you, that no longer align with where you're going. Number two is going to be to decorate or reinvent. So redecorate, I would say like you can do, now it depends on your budget. If you have a big budget and you could just completely redecorate your whole house and change all the pictures on the wall and all of that, I would recommend doing that. But if you are on a more fixed budget, which I would feel like kind of most people are, um, you can always take the opportunity to like change little things around your home, and it'll make your home feel like new again. Change the pillows on your couch, change the oven mitts and the like hand towels in your kitchen or in your bathroom. Get a new shower curtain. Little things like that will just make your environment just feel like refreshed. And then when I say reinvent, that is adding things to your wardrobe, maybe trying something new. Like, I know for me, I recently bought a hat. And you're probably like, girl, so what? But if you know me, you know that I would say, like, I would describe myself as somebody that's like, I'm not a hat girl. Like, I don't wear hats. Like, my sorry if this is super loud. There's kids playing out in my backyard. Not my kids, just like the neighbors. I live in a condo, so it's not really like gates or anything. So that's what that noise is, if you can hear that. But anyways, I'm like, I don't really wear hats, and so I was out shopping and found this hat. I tried it on. It was so cute. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, and it matched the shoes that I was already like there to get, because I wanted to get me some like brown or tan loafers. Because I just love loafers. Like, I got a couple black pairs of loafers, and well, one pair of loafers I gave to my little sister because she really wanted them. And then I replaced those, and they're like platform loafers, and they're just so cute. They elevate so many looks. And so I've been wanting a pair of brown loafers because I have a lot of brown bags. Like, my casual bags are a lot of like MCM, which, that like standard monogram MCM. And I just have a lot of, that's a neutral that I wear a lot. So when I found the loafers and I saw the hat, I was like, oh, okay. I tried the hat on and I was like, okay, this will be a good addition for spring. It's something that's new, so it's gonna feel like refreshed and just like a new era kind of thing. Now I'm not saying go and add a bunch of stuff to your wardrobe that you wouldn't typically wear, because then you're just gonna have a bunch of clothes that you probably don't like, or that you probably won't actually wear. I mean, add very intentional things to your wardrobe that will help to, like, I would say like add new accessories. Like, you can get some new jewelry, you can get like new hats, new scarves, and just a little couple little things here and there. And maybe add some colors, some fun like pastels. You can add, I would say check out some of the like 2024 trends. I know red is going to be big this year, so maybe that's something you want to add into your wardrobe, just to have that more kind of fun, trendy type vibe. And I always say with trends, because I'm really not like a trendy type of girl. Like, I like what I like, and that's it. Like, I'm not super like following all the trends. But there are certain trends that I'm like, oh, I want to try this. And you just have to find a way to follow the trend in your comfort level. Like, when the cargos were super popular, which I think they're probably now still super popular, I never really got into the like big cargo jeans, but I do have quite a few pair of like satin cargos, which I like satin and silk. Like, my casual wear, that's really what I prefer. I like super soft fabrics on my skin, things that are going to be flowy, are going to be comfortable. They're not going to be like majorly restricting on my body. And so that was my way of trying out the trend of the cargos, was getting them in a fabric that I know that I like. And when I say I wear these cargos so much, I had a pair. There was a day I was ironing them and I burned the pair. I literally went the same day and got two more pair. They're from Target, so it wasn't like super super expensive or anything. But they were just such a, oh my god, such a good vibe. Such a good buy. Like, I have gotten my money's worth for sure. And I would say if your budget is not super high, go to Target. I'm pretty, did I get this from Target? Yes, I got this sweater from Target. Like, Target definitely has a lot of really great items that, like, you can't really tell, like, is this expensive? Is this not expensive? Like, you can get some nice quality items that will really help, that you can add like good additions. I know Target has a lot of really cute like pastel colored pleated pants. So I got a pink pair that I wore. If you go and look at some of my shorts, you'll see the pink pants that I'm talking about. So freaking cute. And I know they come in blue, they come in green, I think yellow. I'm probably gonna add maybe one or two more into my wardrobe for the spring. And that's just a good way to like add some new things in, and you'll be able to then kind of pair it with some stuff maybe you had last year, maybe some stuff that you've worn over the winter time, and like transition well into that. So far we've talked about decluttering, redecorating slash reinventing your wardrobe. Number three is going to be reevaluate your routines. So I know in the wintertime, there's things that can kind of be like tossed aside. Or maybe there's things that you're doing specifically in the wintertime that, like, okay, now that it's spring, you're going to be out more. You might have to reevaluate how you're going about certain routines. Like, if you know that you're going to be out more on the weekends, a lot of the weekend stuff that you were doing, maybe around your home, you're probably going to shift that to like the weekdays. So finding what works best for you, because I know for me, like, I usually do my laundry on Saturdays. Sundays are my self-care day. I don't really do any work. I mean, like, nothing that feels like work, like nothing that feels like heavy like work. Like, I might do a little bit of here and there, just things I'm passionate about, things I care about, but nothing that feels like, oh, this is work. But so Saturdays, I do my laundry. I like to make sure my clothes are clean. Me and my daughter wash our clothes. I don't always fold them on Saturday. It kind of just depends on like the way that my schedule works out. Um, but that day is the day that I do laundry. So now that it's springtime, I might be out more on Saturdays, might be taking my daughter somewhere during the daytime, or just out with friends on the patios and the rooftops. You know the vibes. So I might have to switch from a Saturday to maybe a different day during the week to do my laundry, so that I'm not getting, like, I'm not falling behind on the things that need to get done. But I'm also not restricted from being able to have fun, go out, or just take on new projects and just do different things. So I would highly recommend reevaluating your routines. Maybe um, if you haven't been working out because you don't want to get up and go out in the cold, maybe, adding a walk during your day, or maybe you've been going to the gym to go work out because it has been cold, and now you can start to incorporate more outside workouts. But if you are working out at 5 a.m., now that it's springtime, you might want to work out in the daytime where the sun is out. So just reevaluate your routines and see, like, what do I need to shift and what do I need to move around in order to still accomplish all of my goals and to hit all of those markers, without just abandoning, all of these good habits that you have built up until now. And then my very last tip for a spring refresh and how to like elevate your next season is going to be to try some new hobbies. I think that spring is the perfect time to try new things in general, but like trying new hobbies. Like, I know for me, I have been wanting to learn to play tennis. and this is something that's been like on my to-do list. It was on my list last year. I like went a couple of times. I think I actually only went one time with my sister. And we kind of played, but neither one of us really knew what we were doing. So it really wasn't like me learning to play tennis. But a couple weeks ago, I went and played tennis with a friend who actually like he knows how to play tennis. And so that's like something that it's gonna be great. Like it's just a new hobby. It's something, fun that I can add to my routine, something I've been wanting to do. And it just is like, it just feels like a bloom, like new, like, okay, we're going into this new season. This is a new, I guess it's kind of a new habit routine, kind of depending on how often you do it. But it's just a great time to try new things. I know like there's so many different like sports and things that are kind of popular around this time. I know that pickleball is being like, I feel like I see pickleball stuff like everywhere now. Which before last year I probably never even heard of pickleball. So that might be something you might be interested in. Golf, maybe if you want to start trying like Pilates or join a new gym, just something, or gardening, I think is a really good one. Like I know my little sister is getting into gardening. Um, so just whatever your interests are, I would say try, and maybe even something that's not necessarily your interest, but maybe that you're just curious about. Because we should always be exploring curiosity. Like it's good to see what is out there, and like sometimes we might think, oh, that I know everything I like. I know everything I want to do. But we're always growing, we're always elevating. So, you just never know what you're going to really be drawn to or interested in sometimes until you try it. Like when I say I had so much fun playing tennis, like I kind of always had wanted to play tennis. But like I never really had the opportunity because growing up, like tennis, where I'm from, it's like it's an expensive sport. Um, and I don't come from like a family that could afford like expensive extracurricular activities. So anything extra I did was like free basically. And of course you grow up and you get into like the life and just trying to survive and like figure out adulting and things like that. But now I'm kind of in a place in my life where I genuinely have time to explore my interest, and I want to try as many things as I can. I know last year I started doing Pilates. Um, which I loved. I really enjoy. I love Pilates. 10 out of 10 recommend it to anybody. And then I recently also started doing hot Pilates, hot yoga, hot bar. I loved all of those. If you don't know what bar is like Pilates, yoga, and ballet mixed together. And I really enjoyed that. And so if you like me, I'm the type of person, I'm always trying something new. Like I try to make it like a habit at least once a week. I try something new, whether it be like a new food, a new restaurant, a um new person to watch on YouTube. It's just whatever. I need to like I like to feel like that's just certain sense of like newness, freshness. I really enjoy that. So I kind of like to try something new all the time. Um, but also I'm very much like a creature of habit. So it's like a good balance, right? But if you're the type of person that's not like you don't try new things often, I think that spring is the great time to try something new, and just see what's out there, see what is available to you, and what you might enjoy. And you never know, maybe you will meet um, some new people, some new friends, some new colleagues, like business partners, or you just never really know who you're going to come across. So maybe a new budding relationship. I don't know. Who knows? I'm not saying anything. But yeah, so maybe you will. But that is gonna wrap it up for my tips on a spring refresh, how to elevate your next season. I hope this is really helpful for you, babes. Um, Let me see if anybody has any questions. Do you have any questions? Did y'all get the vocals though? I don't know. It sounded good to me. Like I'm also tone deaf, but It sounded good when I was singing it, personally. Okay, babies, if you don't have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and end the live here. Thank you, babes, so much for joining. I hope to see you all next week. Again, Fancy Girl Cocktail Hour is every Monday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I know the like spring forward, I don't know if it got you, but it got me for sure. So next week we will reconvene. I hope you babes have a wonderful week. I love you, and I will see you babes in the next one. Bye.